Hi everyone, welcome back to using Google Sheets. On the first lesson, you learned how to just do simple math using functions and telling the computer what type of mathematical function you want it to calculate. I mentioned the reason why we do this instead of just using a calculator is because we can always update it. So what I'd like you to do for lesson 2 is to create this document just like you see it. You can copy mine. The formatting and the colors, the borders, they're all very similar, exactly the same as Google Docs. But then I'm going to have you start calculating the price of this fundraiser. So this is a real life thing that I've used a spreadsheet for. Here was a fundraiser I did with my girls lacrosse team. So let's say this student sold 10 pies and we marked the price of the pie for $15. Another thing you can do, as I had said last time, is we can tell this to be currency, meaning the computer now knows that we're talking about money. In this cell, I'm going to put my mouse right here. This square is called a cell. I want this to equal the amount of pies that this girl sold times, or multiplication, $15 per pie, and then I'm going to press return. So Kelly sold that many pies for 15 bucks each, and now she made $150. What I can do now that I've already told this cell to be multiplying is I can actually drag down the function by clicking in that bottom corner, and now all these columns are multiplying. So if I put my mouse in here, you'll see C9 times D9, C10 times D10, and this equals C11 times D11. So very quick shortcut that's very helpful. Now this is how much money all four of these girls made. We want to put the total down at the bottom. So I'm going to hit the equal sign, and this is giving me a suggestion. Do I want to do the sum of E8 to E11? Yes, I do, actually, so I'm going to click that. The sum of E8 to E11, return. Boom, it's done for me. The computer is smart. It's starting to learn the types of things that I want it to do on its own. So that is how much money was made in the fundraiser. However, they had to buy some items before we just made the pies. So we're going to make up some fake prices, how much money each person spent on pies. So let's say the sugar cost $10, the flour cost $15. So I'm going to type these in. I'm also going to tell the computer that this is money. And now these girls had to spend some money up front for the ingredients. If I hover here, I also can use the bottom thing here. Oh yes, the sum will be 75. Let me just put it in here as the function. I want the total to equal, do I want to do the sum of I8 to I11? Yes, I do. Return. So they made this much money, but they had to spend this much money, or we had to use this much money from the lacrosse account to buy the ingredients. So this might be the starting profit, but it's not going to be the total profit because we have to subtract that. So in this cell, I want to equal this number. I can just click in there, minus this number, and then press return. So there we go. We have the total profit made from this fundraiser. This is how much money we made from selling the pies. However, we had to spend $75 to buy ingredients, so our total profit was $5.55. This is a hypothetical spreadsheet, but it shows you some of the good things about Google Sheets. And like I said, it's able to be edited. So all of these different functions, let's say at the last minute, one girl says, I actually Went to school, and now I sold 200 pies. Once I click out of that cell, all of my numbers now change. So now we made $3,000. Not really realistic, but you never know. So this is just one way that you can use Google Sheets, and we are going to be using this in the first project where you are going to be completing a fake hypothetical party with a budget. So you're going to have a certain amount of money and you have a budget to spend, and I would like to see you documenting what you buy for the party in a spreadsheet using Google Sheets. Thank you, and you can now move on to the party planning project.